What's up guys, LifeHD here. In this Raging Bulls QuickCast, we talk post-game reactions to the Bulls vs Hawks game. Would you rather have Cameron Payne or Antonio Blakeney as your backup point guard? Lavine giving away his BMW i8 to a perfect March Madness bracket? I preview Bulls vs Clippers, talk starting lineup and matchups, players to watch, and my winner predictions. Let's do this! So the Bulls won this game just as I predicted. It was a really interesting game from a viewer's perspective because the Hawks started out the game blowing out the Bulls out in the first quarter. Then the Bulls mounted a comeback sometime in the second quarter, and from then it goes back and forth throughout the entire match until the last quarter where the Bulls began to pull away. I honestly don't think this was ever in doubt. I think the Bulls were probably like, oh, we're losing by 20 in the first quarter. We got this. It's the Hawks. Talking stats, everyone in this match who played significant minutes brought it except for Cristiano Felicio and Robin Lopez, who surprisingly wasn't as consistent as he's usually been. Must have been that huge break that the Bulls gave him, or the fact that he's only played 12 minutes, or the fact that he's being guarded by Dwayne Dedmon. Lauri Markkanen won his matchup against John Collins, and he keeps on impressing me just how versatile he is. Dedmon won the matchup against Robin Lopez, as I said he would, but Bobby Portis had a monster scoring night, scoring 21 points off the bench. He should have really been starting, but I've come to a realization that he's a better bench guy than an actual starter. Justin Holiday didn't even play this game, so Dave Nwaba won this match against Bazemore, which is pretty surprising to me, and Chris Dunn dominated Isaiah Taylor. The Bulls greatly outscored their bench 64-46. Bulls bench has been playing really well lately. That brings up the question, as a Bulls fan, who would you rather have as your backup point guard, Cam Payne or Antonio Blakeney? Both have been playing pretty well, with Blakeney just recently being called up. I think Antonio Blakeney is that instant offense and shoot first type of guard, while Cam Payne can maybe develop into more of a well-rounded guard. But as we stand now, I like the dynamic of adding Blakeney as an instant offense type of dude. I feel like he would balance Chris Dunn out a bit. Another option is to play Blakeney as kind of the same roles as Ben Gordon when he used to play for the Bulls. Bring him in as the backup shooting guard for instant offense, but then that means that we don't have a decent backup point guard where Cam Payne needs to develop. So I guess we'll see. What do you guys think? Another story I thought was interesting was that Zach Lavine is offering his Bulls-colored BMW i8 to the person who gets a perfect March Madness bracket. I mean, the odds of this happening is astronomical, but I guess it's worth a shot, right? Every single year that I actually put one together, one single upset ruins my entire bracket. Am I still going to put one together? Sure. Plus, I guess I'm a glutton for punishment, so best of luck to all of you participating. Up next, we played the Clippers, who beat the Magic the previous game 113-105. Lou Williams and Tobias Harris both contributed 25 and 21 points respectively, while Milos Teodosic and Montrezl Harrell contributed 15 and 13 points. DeAndre Jordan had a crazy game in the paint with 18 boards. This is going to be a pretty interesting game, but I think that the Bulls lose this one even if they're playing at home. Let's check the matchups in this one. First, the matchup at point guard, Chris Dunn versus Austin Rivers. This is going to be a really tight matchup, with Rivers barely edging out Chris Dunn in scoring, 15.5 to 13.5 points per game, but Dunn averages more in every other category. I'm giving this matchup to Dunn. He's just the better all-around player in this matchup. Up next, the battle at shooting guard, Zach Lavine versus Lou Williams. This is not even fair. Lou is having a monster year and is an all-star caliber guard. Lou is a way more consistent scorer at 23.2 points per game versus Lavine's 16.9, plus Lou's a better facilitator. Williams also beats Lavine out in every category but rebounds. It's pretty safe to say that Lou Williams has this unless Lavine has a monster night. Now the battle at small forward, David Nwaba versus Wesley Johnson. I feel like this is a really close match. Nwaba does edge out Johnson in scoring, rebounds, and assists, but Johnson appears to be a better defender. It'll be really interesting to see if Nwaba's athleticism can make up for Wesley's defense. This one's really close to call, but I'm going to give this to Nwaba. The matchup at power forward, Lauri Markkanen versus Tobias Harris. This is another really close matchup with Tobias just barely edging out Markkanen 18.0 to 15.3 points per game. Markkanen's a better rebounder and blocker, but Harris is better at steals and assists. Still, Harris has a better shooting percentage in all aspects. I give this matchup to Harris. Last but not least, the battle at center. Robin Lopez versus DeAndre Jordan. In terms of scoring and shooting, this matchup is really close. But DeAndre Jordan defensively and rebounding is miles better than Lopez. Lopez might also only play a few minutes, giving Portis and Felicio the load of trying to beat Jordan. I'm giving this one to Jordan. According to my predictions, the Clippers win this matchup 3-2. The starting lineups are close except for Lou Williams and DeAndre Jordan, but Lavine and Markkanen can also have huge games. The Bulls can keep this one close depending on if Lopez and Markkanen can score in bunches and if our bench, who have actually been playing really well, can outscore theirs. I still don't see the Bulls winning this one. I give this game to the Clippers. In terms of 2K, I'm on a huge 3-game winning streak, my first streak all season. I'm getting a really good hang of how this team plays. It's all about the drive and kick. That's been working out really well. This game was really close until the end, where I began to pull away a little bit. At the very end, I began to make some really terrible plays that got the Clippers into fouling mode. And of course, Dunn was missing crucial free throws. Though a close game, I was able to luckily close it out with a huge sigh of relief. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. And make sure and follow me on Twitter and Facebook for daily posts. Love you guys and peace.